Yo everybody, this is Rocco the Great, aka the Toy Bookie, and in today's video we are going to be going over my top 10 favorite figures from 2019! You know, today is, what is that, New Year's Eve? I think that this year stood out to me with figures. Like, I really believe every year we just get better and better action figures, and 2019 was definitely like a huge step up, and a lot of new toy lines even started. So we're going to be talking about everything, and we're going to go over, and this is in no particular order, but I'm going to be putting out each one, and then at the end we'll have them all up there. So who are we going to start off with? You know what? Okay, let's start off with, here, I'll put him back here. This is the Killer Croc Collect and Connect figure from the last DC Universe Classics wave, or now they call it DC Multiverse. And these were from Mattel. This is Mattel, and I believe this is Mattel's last DC toy line, which is really sad because I felt like the last toy line, definitely they stepped up their game. This is one of the best Collect and Connects. We definitely needed this figure. Being a lifelong Batman fan, you need Killer Croc, and this is a nice size. They still have those old DCUC hips, which I would say is the only downside of this figure, but it has shading and details, something that we haven't really gotten with a lot of the multiverse figures, so you really can't complain too much. And I was lucky enough, I found that wave right away. Like, went right when it came out, and I did a review on my YouTube channel, and it's got really nice views, like in the thousands, so it seems like I was one of the first few people to find the whole wave and at least do a video on YouTube about it. So I'm gonna put that one up as my first one, and again, these are in no particular order. Second, you know what? Let's talk about this guy. So, I was gonna say lightsaber, but his wand is not fitting in his hand right now, and this is a McFarlane figure, right? So this is the McFarlane Toys Harry Potter figure of Lord Voldemort, or I am Tom Riddle. So they come with stands, which I really suggest you use the stand because these guys, all three of them, there's 3 figures in the line right now, and I believe Hermione is hitting shelves like on and off right now. So you could get Voldemort, Harry, and Ron. I have a video, again, that video, I was the only one to do a YouTube review of them, and that's got thousands of, I think almost, is that the one with almost 10,000 views? Whatever, it seems like people like these, and they're looking for them, but, I don't know, with McFarlane Toys, you get that sense of, like, he's never gonna complete the line. The McFarlane toy lines never really go far, and look at the Game of Thrones line, that's like dead, and all the animated lines they're doing, and it's just like, we were lucky with him. I think this is a really nice addition to other toy lines that we got from Harry Potter. There's not many, but this is a really cool figure with the cloth. It almost feels like a mezco figure. The standing is pretty bad, even though he does have toe joints, which is interesting. His lightsaber was in his hand, and now his wand, I keep calling it a lightsaber. His wand, okay, there you go. But this figure is a must-get, I believe. He even comes with his snake, Nagini, so it comes with a really cool accessory, and they were only 20 bucks, and I think at Walgreens right now, they're only 14 bucks, so I might go pick up a few more. But the Harry and the Ron are cool, but they are not that nice. They have their later appearance outfits on, and they're just kind of boring. But you know what? On the note of Harry Potter, I actually think this is a technicality. I think this figure actually came out a little bit. I think this came out in 2018, but the line still continued into 2019. So I think Snape came out in 2019. I have him downstairs, and Hermione, I think, was the last one. So this toy line in general, I'm going to say, this is the Figuarts Harry Potter line, which I'm a huge Harry Potter fan, and I think we need more action figures of them. And it's really sad that what the representation of action figures form Harry Potter figures are. It's very non-existent. So another toy line that we got this year was the Wicked Cool Toys Harry Potter Pokemon figures. Excuse me. And these are really cool. I'm using this as like one, so this is just like one. But these are the new oversized Big Figs from Wicked Cool Toys. They have the current Pokemon license, and it's so funny because they're like almost there, right? They're almost there with great Pokemon toys. Like, he is a little pre-posed, so I have a review of these guys, and I believe that review is pretty big on my channel also. It seems like I picked all those figures, but I guess they're just the ones that I was passionately talking about. But these are Big Figs, you would call them, and I just don't like, this guy's great. The Gyarados is great, but the Dragonite is pre-posed, and I got a problem with him. Like, his arms are in a weird position. He can't stand neutral. He can't have a neutral stand, and his eyes are angry, which I like, but a lot of people were mad at his angry eyes. I guess if he didn't have the angry eyes, kids might think like, oh, he looks too like cute and cuddly, and maybe like it will turn off some boys to buy it or something. So he looks kind of brutal right here. He is a dragon, so he's got the angry eyes, so maybe makes more people like. I like that. You know, maybe two heads would have been cool. But again, one thing that Mezco Wicked Cool Toys needs to do is indents in the eyes. So these are not going to have a good shelf life. All these Wicked Cool Toys are going to, you could scratch the paint off their eyes, and then they're going to have no eyes in a few years. So these are going to be interesting to see how these hold up. The other toy lines, they had sculpt details where the eyes were. So the paint went in a crevice where the eye was. So if paint did scratch off, which it didn't, you could always just paint it on. These are just printed on the whole eye. So you take his eyeball off and he has a smooth head with no indents. That's my one gripe, big gripe about those figures. But overall, just keep them in nice condition and you should be fine. Again, this is part of the Killer Croc wave. Alfred, we finally got a nice Alfred figure, and they went above and beyond with this guy. They gave you extra heads, they gave you extra accessories. Really like him. Finally, about time we got him. He came with cool extra heads. I have the Killer Croc video up on my channel if you're looking for that. To switch it up, Star Wars. I haven't been into Disney Star Wars. I'm just not digging it. No offense, you know, I don't care if you like it, whatever. I'm way past that. But we got Dengar this year, and he is probably the best Star Wars Black Series figure there is, in my opinion. Really like him. He came out great. He's realistic. He comes with some cool accessories. He's got the backpack and everything. Blaster. Really cool. Must get if you're into Star Wars or bounty hunters or anything, just even cool figs. So that is one of my recommendations. Not much more to say about him. Another one, we finally got a Sam from NECA Toys. This is the Halloween figure Trick or Treat. It came out a month after Halloween, but it still came out and it's still great. He's awesome. He comes with a lot of heads, a lot of accessories, and he's super articulated. Not much more you could ask for. I have a video of him on my channel also if you're interested in a review. But we finally got my boy Sam. Love him. And now this figure is a Mythic Legions Goblin Snag. So I love the goblins and the dwarfs. I do usually reviews of those guys on my channel. This is no exception. This is a goblin. And I believe this is like one of the best goblins made by them. Oh, it's not focusing. It's not focusing, but you can get the idea. I have a video on my channel of him. He's so cool. The colors pop. I love the blue. I love the green. He almost looks like Green Goblin from, you know, Spider-Man's villain. So really awesome snag. Definitely pick him up before he jumps in price. This is another NECA figure, which I'm a huge NECA fan, and we finally got Mike Myers, and they even included a way, this is Mike Myers from Halloween 2, they included a way to do a custom head of the Halloween 1 Mike Myers, so you could do like a little bit of modding. I actually have a video on that as well, and you can get the Halloween 1 mask, because this is the Dick mask, the actor Dick Ward, no, that's Robin. Dick, now I swear when you make a YouTube video you forget everything, I promise. But the actor in the second movie had a wider head, so it fills out the head of the mask, it's wider. So they have that, this is the Halloween 2 mask, but then they also included a mask that you could do some swaps and you can get the Halloween 1 look if you want to, because that license is really expensive, Randy said on Twitter. Randy is the guy who runs NECA, so they're probably not going to be doing a Halloween 1 figure anytime soon, and that was your best bet, so you're going to want to do that. Second to last is the best Batman figure that ever came out, in my opinion. I'm not a huge Mezco Toys fan. I don't like, you know what, I'm not even going to get into that, but their business practices are a little, a very nasty customer service, but when you get a deal on a figure, that's what I always do. I always find my Mezco toys secondhand from someone else who's getting rid of them. So I got him at a great deal. I believe I traded for him. This is the best Batman figure, in my opinion. I love Batman. Got a huge Batman tattoo on my leg. Loved it. Batman since I was a kid, and I never felt like we got the right Batman figure. This guy is it. He's menacing. He's sleek. He's cool. He's not overly huge. He's not overly small. If I saw people putting a different cape on him, like a wired cape, that would be like the most insane Batman ever. So I'm gonna eventually get one of those capes. But as of right now, this is my favorite Batman. This is I'm not sure the Ascending Knight or this is the second one. So this isn't when he's a kid. I think that's a Sovereign Knight or one of those things. This is the middle one. There's an old Batman, the Batman in his prime, and then there's like a young Batman. This is my favorite Batman ever. Beautiful figure. Great. He just sits on my shelf, like on my desk while I work. And last but not least, I have to give huge ups to Hasbro for their amazing Power Rangers toy line. Boy, I think Hasbro knocked this out of the park so crazy. They deserve praise up and down. They are killing it with this Power Rangers toy line. I am one of those fake Power Ranger fans that I was a huge Power Ranger fan when I was a kid. Right when it came out, like my whole childhood, I was a huge Power Ranger fan. And I don't remember anything after Mighty Morphin, so I was just a Mighty Morphin Power Rangers fan. It never stayed with me throughout being an adult or anything like Pokemon has. Pokemon was my whole life. I loved Pokemon. But Power Rangers, I loved it as a kid, and I remembered it as a kid. And when I saw these Lightning Collection figures, something snapped in me. It was like, because I remember they have figure arts. They had the Bandai ones that they looked like huge muscle people. But this toy line, the Hasbro Lightning Collection, got them down so amazingly. They have extra hands. They're in proportion. They got butterfly joints. They're super articulated. They have extra heads that has the unmasked head. And they're only $20. They're not like the figure arts who were like $100 at one time each. It was just so impossible to finish those. This toy line is my hands down. I am just a nostalgia fan of Power Rangers, but boy, this look will never leave my psyche, my nostalgia. That original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers lineup is amazing. They nailed it. I can't praise this enough. I am 29 and I sound like an infant talking about this stuff, but just for real, he's in the front of everybody because they killed it. They killed it. And we got a bunch of them. We got the Pink Ranger. We have a armored Black Ranger, but people are doing mods that you could have a normal Black Ranger. We have the Green Ranger, but it's not the original Green Ranger. It's like some newer one someone was explaining to me, so we're still waiting for an original Green Ranger. And is that it? I think we had one more. White Ranger we have, which is amazing. That was the one that made me go, whoa, I think I'm nostalgia buying these right now. So he just came out. This is my most recent acquisition, I believe, out of all of these. And I just couldn't, oh no, Psyduck. I bought Psyduck right after him, but this was my second, so I actually bought Psyduck before him. I just have two Psyducks. Alright, that's it guys. Let me know, did I miss anybody? What are your what's your favorite toy line of this year, 2019? Are you hopeful for next year? I know Toy Fair is coming up. That is, the toy community loves Toy Fair. We all go bonkers about it. I'm so excited to see what next year brings. Every day is amazing. Guys, life is great, especially when you're collecting toys. Thanks for watching, guys. This is Rocco the Great, aka the Toy Bucky, signing out. And I want to say, hope everyone has a beautiful new year, and just every day could be amazing if you just really, life is just great, guys. You gotta, it's all in your mind, attitude, blah, blah, blah. I don't know, come on, I'm just feeling great. And I think it was because the Power Ranger rant I just went on. But thanks for watching, guys. Stay great. Always find me on Instagram, and we're out of here. Peace.